If this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. This video is not intended for children under the age of 17 years old. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Tour. I'm coming from My Tours, and today, here we go, we got some Trick or Treat Studios action coming for you folks. Here goes some tots with the Scream Great Series 2, Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper. This long-awaited figure is making his third appearance as a collectible. So I believe the Soda Toys were the first one that did it, and then he also came out in a doll form. So he's probably about 12 inches tall. He did come out in a doll form. Both versions of those are tremendously expensive. So the moment that this bad boy hit, people saw the prototype over at San Diego Comic-Con, and where else did they have it? Toy Fair. People just lost it. They went crazy. They were like, man, I gotta have this. This is my chance to own it, because the other versions are so expensive that yeah, it's undoable for people that are on a budget. So, but yeah, we're getting there, and I know eventually I'll end up getting them, but eventually. But when I do, you guys will know here at MOE'S Toy Room. All right, so here he is. This is for ages 17 and up. Retails for about $39.99 US, not including tariffs and not including tax and not including shipping. Okay, I just said that. If you could get one from Trick or Treat Studios, because last I looked, they were completely sold out. But Big Bad Toy Store does have them in stock as of right now. $39.99 US, $4 flat shipping rate, and it will be at your house within a week. They're doing it like that, folks. Hit up Big Bad Toy Store, check them out. They also have the Michael Myers, Rob Zombie's version also in stock, and they're getting stuff in daily. All right, folks, so here is the front of the package. You can see the Creeper right there, kicking back behind his window pane, locked in his plastic prison. Pardon me, I am just gasping up because it's a little late, very tired. But he has finally made it here to MOE'S Toy Room. He tends to bring like a battle axe along with his hat. If you've never seen these movies, I think there's maybe 4 of them. I think 4 of them are out. The very first one is the better one. The first one is really good. The second one is okay. And then it just goes downhill from there. Hopefully they revise his character and bring him back to life, because his figure just looks kick-ass. All right, so there you have the front of the package. Trick or Treat Studios is giving us that old school feel, that old school look. And they're in the game now, folks. They're in the game, so NECA, watch out. Trick or Treat Studios is getting there, and these figures are a little bit bigger. So you can see the very back right there. Scream Greats, Trick or Treat Studios, MGM. You know the deal, all of it that goes along with it. It got like a little film cell thing that goes off to the side in honor of the Scream Greats, Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper right there. So the moment this guy loses limbs or anything goes wrong, vision, whatever, he immediately needs to kill somebody and eat that part to regenerate. So it's a really weird character, folks. Some people are even kind of linking this to some real like murder that went down or something. I don't know if it had to do with an actor or a director or a writer or what it was that went on. I would have to really look into it. If you know, please leave it down below in the comments on that. But all right, folks, so let's get this bad boy out of the package. All right, folks, first off, tail of the tape, our Creeper is checking in slightly around right here, 7.5 inches, which comes out to a more precise reading of 19 centimeters. All right. So he tends to bring his hat. You can see that there. It's very soft molded plastic. Very soft. And fits him perfectly. So it's very easy. It doesn't slip off. You can just pop it right on. Fits him perfect. All right. So the other thing that he brings is his axe. Now, I don't know the proper name of this, but I do know that Trick or Treat Studios also sells a life-size version of this, and it is not that bad in price. And the one that they have is very screen accurate. So if you want to cosplay or do be the creeper for Halloween this year, hit up Trick or Treat Studios now. All right, folks, there you go. There's that battle axe. A little hard. This is a little hard, but don't bend it too much because you might get it to snap right in there. So you could just feel it right there. But the rest of it, yes, very pokey, very hard. Definitely keep this out of reach of young children and even your pets. They swallow one of this, it's not going to be good. But you can see right here, there's even like a little indentation where like that little rivet's at. Little rivet. If I don't know how well you could see it, but if I was to put it on, yeah, there's like a little rivet there, and the way they got the wood, where the wood is like a little chopped, and the little crease around the axe that where it's sharpened, and the way it's just been through hell already. I mean, they've nailed it. Trick or Treat Studios just nailed it all the way across. All right, folks. So, and then you could also see on the handle, yes, he does have that handle work right there, that woodwork. All right, so let's take his hat off for that way you could check out the creeper. This figure is nice. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, it does not have a lot of articulation, but this figure is really nice. Wait till you see a close-up of this, folks. Yeah, look at that. Has real hair. The soft molded plastic and hard goods on this are perfect. His shoes even have wear on them. It even has all the little indentations on the shoes. Let me see if I could bring them up a little bit closer so you can see that. What do you guys think? And then look at that hideous face. Hold on. Look at that. Wow, the eyes. Yeah, the claws. Check out the claws. And even his shirt, whatever this is, whatever kind of shirt that is. Yeah, whatever that is. So, and then when you turn him around, yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is super, really nice. Yeah, so my table's a little off, so it's not that he doesn't stand on his own. It's just look how it just captures him right there. Just really captures him. Yeah, they really sculpted this thing. This thing is super nice. All right, so I gave you a little close-up of that because he doesn't have very much articulation. This is a soft molded plastic, kind of a little bit harder, but softer than a Spawn cape, if you guys have Spawn figures. And then his arms are hard molded plastic. Okay, legs are the same. He has no articulation from here down to the feet. So, and then his head. So let's get this going. So head does go side to side. He will look down a little bit, looks up a little bit. Okay, you guys getting that? Let me back it up a little bit. Okay, and then you could probably get his head to spin around if you wanted to. But his arms, yeah, I don't want to mess with them too much because to me, it seems like they only go like this. So as far as hitting 90, it's just not going to happen on either arm. But he does have articulation and his hands spin around. No, they are not on a hinge joint or anything. They just spin. He's just a figure. And then right here at the waist, there is no articulation at all. And then he does have his feet do move. So you can maneuver him in place, get him to stand however you want him. He will stand on his own. Super sweet figure. You put his hat on. Look at that. Let me see if I can get his face up a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Look how that looks. Look at that. Look, capture that from the side. Yeah, look at that. Wow. With the real hair and everything. Sorry, folks, it's really hot here in California where I live. It's another 100-degree day. And we got a fan blowing, so you can probably hear it in the background. But yeah, he has etching all through his boots, everything, all the way. This figure was made right. All right, so you want to see him with his axe in hand. So here he is with the axe in hand. Take a look at that, folks. This figure is dynamite. So, yes, Trick or Treat Studios really knocked it out the park with this. I mean, how could they not? Look at that thing. Just look at that, how that looks. Wow, that real hair just does it. It really does. So what do you guys think? Are you guys pre-ordered to get this? Are you guys planning on getting this? Yes, he's in the 7-inch range, so he will pair up with some NECA figures very well. So definitely would. But I don't have none on hand right now, a NECA figure, but I will leave it with this one. All right, folks, so we're going to take this one home. We're not going to waste any more time with this one. Hopefully you enjoyed this review for the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers here at MOE'S Toy Room. It is Halloween time, folks. We have a lot in store for you this Halloween season. We have already started. If you have not yet subscribed, if this is your first time viewing this channel, I suggest you subscribe because we have a lot of pre-orders that are coming in daily. I just got this one when did it come? Yesterday. And then also they gave me notifications my Ultimate Terrifier is on the way, and we have that Texas Chainsaw Massacre one still on the way. It's the white box, the one like exclusive one for the NECA shop with where he's like a poster version. It's that one. We also have the new Samurai Predator on the way, and I have the Mezco 112 scale Art the Clown on the way, and Big Bad assured me that it has been shipped out yesterday. So you're gonna see that review also, and then NECA also today sent me a thing stating that the Ultimate Art the Clown from Terrifier has also shipped. So those reviews will be here right away, folks. All right, folks, so please like, comment, subscribe, and from MOE'S Toy Room to yours, good night, everyone, and happy Halloween. All right, folks, so there he is amongst some of his friends, so that way you could see. Here is the brand new H2O Halloween's Michael Myers by NECA, amongst the other release that got released with the Creeper, the brand spanking new Rob Zombie's Halloween's Michael Myers. All those reviews are down in my library, and you shouldn't have to look very far to watch those. And also, you can check us out on TikTok. We're big on TikTok right now. We're doing a lot of TikTok videos, MOE'S Toy Room. So head over to TikTok. That's MOE'S, and then the other word's TOY, and the other word is ROOM, or at MOE'S Toy Room, however. All right, folks, so please like, comment, subscribe. Happy Halloween, and good night.